Does Michigan have a chance against Texas? Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. So we talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Roche Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our video. At the beginning of the season, I think most people would have thought this would have been a toss-up game because Michigan coming off of winning a national championship, that was a huge deal for Michigan. Even though they lost Jim Harbaugh, J.J. McCarthy, and a ton of other players, most people thought with Sherrone Moore, Michigan would still be pretty solid. But after their week one performance against Fresno State, there's a lot of question marks about their team, especially on offense. In Texas, they made the playoff as well, and even though they did lose to Washington, they still had a great year. Quinn Ewers was back, and everything was looking pretty good for Texas. And they started out the season with a massive blowout win over Colorado State. And now that makes people believe Texas might be able to go on the road and easily knock off Michigan on the road. They did beat Alabama last year on the road, and Alabama was a tougher team last year than what Michigan is looking like this year so far. But it's still the big house. It's still going to be a tough place to play. Me and Will and D, we preview and predict whether we believe that Texas can go on the road and knock off the Michigan Wolverines, or whether we believe Michigan will turn it around, get their offense together, and find a way to upset the Texas Longhorns.
Texas, Michigan, the game of the week.
I've been waiting for this game, man. I feel like because Michigan looked rough against Fresno, that it's taking just a bit of shine off this game. Mm-hmm. A lot of people aren't as crazy with this one as they were in week one and prior. But it's still a massive game. The way I'm looking at it, though, is that last year, Texas went on the road and knocked off Alabama when Alabama was at their most vulnerable state. Because Milroe was not a good passer yet. He threw 2 interceptions, and Texas got the win. Alabama improved as the season went along, and maybe Michigan will as well. But right now, Michigan's offense, unless they just were not showing us what they were capable of, but I don't think that's the issue. I think it was more so that they couldn't do it. If they cannot score in this game, Michigan will not win. That's the key. It's almost like Penn State, West Virginia. West Virginia could not score, so West Virginia did not win. And it's just the same thing because Texas is way better offensively than Michigan. And we know they have a couple of injuries to the running backs. And that's the key. Like, Michigan is going to have to make Texas not be able to run at all and force Ewers into some tough throws. That's basically their only shot. And they have to score. Because if Michigan only puts up like 14, they're not winning this game. Texas will win. So I think it's all about Michigan's offense. They have to put up points. And Texas, as long as they don't make mistakes and they don't turn the ball over and Quinn Ewers plays a mistake-free game and they're able to run the football at all, even though it's on the road, the Big House is a fantastic environment. I will never knock
it. It can get quiet. It can get quiet.
But if Texas can get a lead on them, though, then Michigan's environment will get worse. The game needs to be close, and Michigan's fans need to be engaged for Michigan to have a shot. If Texas gets up by 14, 17 points, game's done. I'm going to let you pick first.
I just can't see Michigan scoring enough points. I think they're going to have to score off of turnovers. They're going to need Quinn Ewers to turn the ball over. I mean, their defense is still going to be good. But because not all the guys came back, but a lot of them came back for Michigan. I'm going to go 24-10 Texas. I think it'll be low. I would bet the under in this game. 42.5 seems like too much. I think Texas wins in a low-scoring game.
I don't think I can disagree with anything you just said. And Michigan's offense looks as bad as it did last week. Texas will win this game. I'm going 24-14. I think that it's going to be a lower scoring game too, because I don't think at any point Texas is really going to blow it out, but because of just how tough of an environment it is. And when you're playing that big of an opponent, you usually just don't really air it out too much or open it up. But I do think Texas gradually pulls away and they comfortably win 24-14. I think Michigan is just too bad offensively to win.
We got Jim here saying, I don't know how Michigan can keep up with Texas scoring unless they hold them to field goals. Well, I don't
That's
think they're
the only
chance.
Scoring.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be scoring that much. And then Hummus said, Orji's good at throwing at people's feet. He's way ahead of the times. In 50 years, catching with your feet will be the latest flex.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I saw that comment earlier. That was a good one by Hummus. That was a good one, man. I mean, he's not a good thrower, man. He can't pass right now, and he's going to have to develop his ability to pass the ball if he's going to have any shot of becoming like the full-time starter at Michigan and, be just able to have a shot to use his athleticism to get into the NFL. Because look at, literally, Anthony Richardson. He's a fantastic athlete, but he can't throw, but he's trying to develop that. He's trying to get better at that. That's the only way you're going to be able to have a pro career. Because Alex Orji is talented, but he can't throw.
This guy said 27-10.
Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below whether you think that Texas or Michigan can win this massive non-conference game in week 2. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I'll see you next time.